Hey YouTube, what's happening? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update on Litecoin. Right now we're at 119.10. We're down 2.43%. And what we're going to do, we're going to pick up right where we left off in our video on Saturday. Guys, I couldn't get a video yesterday, just have not been feeling good. I just got home from the doctor and I'm dealing with bronchitis and a sinus infection right now. So got a lot going on, and this here is just going to be a quicker video. Can't talk a ton right now, but I wanted to give you a heads up just in case I'm coughing or yakking or whatever. Guys, forgive me. I apologize, but we're going to dig into this. If you like these videos, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. So what we're looking at here, guys, so we came down here. We had a bullish Harami pattern. We had beautiful follow through. We closed back up above that 20 EMA. And then what happened yesterday was we fell back down. We actually closed directly on this green trend line. So you can see this fight, and that's the importance of why I've been talking about this green trend line for quite a while now. You can see the fight between it. So what happened yesterday, we closed still up above it or right on it, and then today we're starting to see follow through to the downside. So what we're doing now is getting pinned between this 20 EMA, which is acting as overhead resistance. You can see we wicked up right to and got rejected, and then this 50 moving average right here. So basically we're in a very tight area right now, and what we're going to have to do is wait and pay attention to see if we have a break back up to the upside, to see if we can get back in this trend line again and up above this 20-day EMA, because that's what needs to happen for us to continue to come up here and make a higher high and maybe get past that 146.58. But right now, guys, we're starting to see our stochastic RSI. So we had the nice cross here, so that would have been the time to get in, and we rode it up to here, and then that would be the time, guys, once you start to see those tweezer top rejections there, to potentially put in some type of a trailing stop loss just to protect yourself. But now what it's looking like with our stochastic RSI, it's looking like it almost wants to roll back over again. Now we have to be careful of this, because sometimes it can come down and it can hit that signal line, and then we can actually move back up. But today's candle close is going to be very important. We need to close still back up above this 50-day moving average, guys. If we end up losing this 50-day moving average and we close below it, then I would be looking down here around probably that 102. We really could drop that hard that fast very quickly, guys, because right now this is the area of support we'd be looking at around 120 to 116, and if that 50 doesn't hold, then we'd be looking down around that 103 there, guys. And it's going to be very important to pay attention to this stuff, and that's what I said. This is why we don't FOMO. Remember how I've always talked about this, and you want to be unemotional in the market, and you go, oh my gosh, I missed a move. Guys, there's always going to be retracements. Look after this move, look at this retracement. Beautiful move here, retracement, and each time you almost lose half of the move that you've had. So that's where you don't need to FOMO into anything. Just be patient, be calm, and we're going to have to see what continues on though. So my upside targets, guys, getting back up above the 20 EMA around that 126.99. We need to close up above that, and then it would be up there around that 128.39, and then I'd look at around that 146.58. Those are my upside targets. Downside targets are going to be that 50 moving average. We need to close up above that today, 116.08, and then we're going to be looking down around that 103 right now. So what I want to do next is get into some indicators with you, and what we're going to do, we're going to go to the 12-hour chart so we can get a little more info. And another thing we want to set here, excuse me, guys, so this could have been our first impulse wave up, and what we would want to do is set a higher low somewhere in here than what we were down here to see if we can start making that next wave series up. That's what we're looking for, guys. Remember, we want that 1, and then our 2, then our 3, then our 4, then our 5, and that's what we're going to have to see if we can get into that pattern. Sometimes you have failures too, so that's something that you do want to look at. Guys, are truncated fifth waves. There's all different types of stuff to get into. But what I want to do here, put you on the RSI. We're going to check out our relative strength here. Now we're on the 12-hour chart, just so you can kind of see what's happening. And guys, this is going to be the trend line that I'm going to pay very close attention to here on the 12-hour chart for a potential RSI break, or if this is just going to continue to act as resistance right here. Do you see that? Each time we've come up to it, basically we've been falling here, fell, and now we're going to have to see if we can set a higher low potentially and maybe make another move back up and test it, or potentially break out through it. Right now, guys, our RSI is at 40. Okay, so we're at that spot now. We definitely could go up, but we have plenty of room still to the downside if we do want to drop down and break down through this 100-day moving average there. That's going to be something that we want to take a look at. Next one we're going to do is our MACD. Guys, on our MACD, it looked like, see, and that's why I said waiting for confirmation. It looked like we were going to get a nice cross there, and then all of a sudden the histogram opened back up. This opened back up, and we just started to fall back to the downside again. We had this downward cross right here, would have been the time, guys. We pushed up a little bit higher, price went up, and then we just lost it. And that's what typically happens in this space, guys. You'll have these big monstrous moves up, and then you have really nice retracements, really deep retracements. I mean, even look at this move, and then you had our beautiful retracement here. All these different things. But these are what you want to look out for, guys. I'll hopefully try to do like just small updates today. Maybe look for 2 or 3 Litecoin videos to where I'm just going to give you a quick update on the candles. Pay attention to that type of stuff. But these are the things that we got to look for, guys. We have to pay attention to these trend line breaks. We have to pay attention to the support and resistance off moving averages. And right now what's happening on the 12-hour, we're starting to get a little bit of a death cross from our 20 EMA dropping down over our 50 moving average here. So our next stop would be finding support at that 100-day moving average, which is around that 115.81. Okay, guys, so that's what we got to pay attention to. We just got to make sure that this trend doesn't start reversing and we start going down. Remember, we want to be trend chasers here. So this was a lower high than we had up here. So what we need is a higher low so we can come back up here and try to challenge those areas. That's basically how it works, guys. So if you like these videos, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I didn't want to keep you too long here, but I definitely wanted to give you a quick little update. Pay attention to those trend lines and pay attention to that candle close today, guys. It's very important. Take care, my friend.